Welcome once more to The Basement, where the best original music is showcased once a month for your delectation. Being a live show, the Basement team occasionally have to deal with cancellations to the planned schedule, and sometimes those cancellations turn out to be very serendipitous indeed, as you will soon see. But before I introduce today's band, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps raise the profile of these streams for all the artists who play here. That done, please give a very warm basement welcome to the superb Ugly Mayfly. I'll be chatting with them in a few minutes, but for now, let's go live.
Hello, we are Ugly Mayfly. We've got a bunch of songs for you tonight. Thank you so much for having us today. What do you get when you put R2-D2 with King Kong? This is Robot Gorilla.
Shooting stars, rocket ships and racing cars, sexy girls and silver bras, crooked teeth and gig hair, ego with this crazy stare, creature lurking in its lair. Yow! My robot gorilla will fill you in. My robot gorilla is steeped in sin. My robot gorilla makes no mistakes. My robot gorilla will cut your brakes. My robot gorilla bakes fairy cakes. My robot gorilla. Fireballs and shooting stars, rocket ships and racing cars, sexy girls and silver bras, crooked teeth and gig hair, ego with this crazy stare, creature lurking in its lair. Yow! Thank you. Thank you so much.
We are Ugly Mayfly. We got a bunch of songs for you today. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and all those wonderful places you find other bands. Our next song for you today is called She Loves the Horses.
Right through where the grass grows, go to where the wind blows, riding through the waves. She loves the horses. She's always been a dreamer and something of a schemer. She's wild at heart. She loves the horses. She wants, or she'll go it all alone. She's stubborn and she's proud, but she knows her heart and soul. A better friend you'll never find. Why would you even try? She's free. Escape into the night air. No one knows that they're there. She's never been a quitter, but things need to get better. She's wild at heart. She loves the horses. You can go do what she wants, or she'll go it all alone. She's stubborn and she's proud, but she knows her heart and soul. A better friend you'll never find. Why would you even try? She's free. By they spare none, remembering all of their fun. Riding through life, she loves the horses. She's always been a lover, not scared to love another. She's wild at heart. She loves the horses. She'll go it all alone. She's stubborn and she's proud, but she knows her heart and soul. You know that fire never dies, even when you say goodbye. She's free. Riding through the waves, riding away, riding through life. Riding through the waves, riding away through life. She's
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our next song is about the wonderful, amazing sport of roller derby, which is what you get when you put rugby onto roller skates. Our next song is called Bad Queen.
lipstick on a cotton mouth, emotional abuser. Hooded like a cobra, pretty like Medusa. Nasty cat delinquent, subtle as a geisha, Argentina Libra, honeysuckle vapor. Faster than a shooting star on Saturday night. She's a bubblegum delirium, space candy delight. She's an interstellar cyber dweller running on spite. She knows how to knuckle and scuffle and fight. An eastern diamondback, a rattlesnake bite. She's a roller skating, coruscating lady of light. A perfect pouting lover of the beat of life. A jet propelled rebel carrier, I collide. Shed my soul, rock and roll tonight. Calling Dr. Death and the ghost of Frankenstein. Murder me with morphine, mix it in my wine. I'm a hot mess, mama, drives you to think. Same to you, cowboy, femme fatale pink. Faster than a shooting star on Saturday night. She's a bubblegum delirium, space candy delight. She's an interstellar cyber dweller running on spite. She knows how to knuckle, scuffle and fight. An eastern diamondback, rattlesnake bite. She's a roller skating, coruscating lady of light. A perfect pouting lover of the beat of light. A jet propelled rebel carol rock I collide. Shed my soul, rock and roll tonight. Skull Queen Amigas, Cannibal Cafe, Mad Bad Chicas took my heart away. Strawberry death cake, rather Miss Daisy. Boom slang, blocker bitch, glitter witch be crazy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oops, I'm caught on this. I'm so sorry. So our next song is a song about having a monster living inside of you, and feeling like you need to get it out. So our next song is a song called Zombie.
Chains I have made. Let's roll the credits on this monster movie and write the next chapter on who I will be. I'm not a zombie anymore. I won't crumble on the floor again. It's time to be the hero and stand up on my own. I'm not a zombie anymore. Backtrack walking, I feel so unsure. Backtrack talking, I'm soaked with my fear. I must confront these lies and open my eyes. Time to wake up and take back my control. Let's return this empty tank back to full. I'm not a broken husk, I've always been whole. I'm not a zombie anymore. I won't crumble on the floor again. It's time to be the hero and stand up on my own. I'm not a zombie anymore. Mirror, mirror, who am I? What is this lie? Why can't I try? I have to try. I can and will try. Here am I. I'm not a zombie anymore. I won't crumble on the floor again. It's time to be the hero and stand up on my own. I'm not a zombie anymore. I'm not a zombie anymore. I'm not a zombie anymore. Not a zombie
Thank you. Thank you. We have one more song for you before we take a bit of a break and speak to Leigh. Our last song of the set is called Love is Open Wide.
The spaces in between are the places where we grow, where feelings hurt. choose to live, and the feelings that we give to those outside. Then go on to find that love is open wide. If we want to know that love is open wide, if we let it grow. Our minds are open wide, emotions running high, the perfect storm. We try to keep our feelings deep inside our fragile hearts, where seeds of love will start and hope in time. Then go on to find that love is open wide. If we let it show that love is open wide, if we let it grow. Lying here at night, our bodies warm, our bodies tied against the night. We can't seem to remember these feelings that we share. Found a love that wasn't there, we came alive. And then go on to find that love is open wide. If we want to know that love is open wide, if we let it grow. That love is open wide, if we let it show. That love is open wide, if we wanna grow.
Thank you, thank you. We'll see you in a bit.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the basement. Today we have Andrew, we have Andy, we have Carrie, and we have Dave. This is Ugly Mayfly. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Particularly because you've stepped into the breach. Sort of a couple of weeks ago, we had a cancellation. You were kind enough to volunteer to jump in and fill in for us. And what a fantastic treat it has been for us.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Thanks.
Treat us, thank you.
Oh, not at all. It's our pleasure. We look forward to the second set in a little bit. But first, we need to pick apart a bit about your career. So, how did you guys get together? Tell us a bit about the origins of this band.
Well, I was playing in another band before this, and I was advertising for a singer. Carrie was kind enough to respond, and just as she did, the band fell apart. So we agreed that we'd sort of keep in touch. We hadn't even met at this point. We'd just traded a few messages, but we said we'd keep in touch with each other. Then Andrew got in touch with me and said he might be interested in playing in a band doing their own tunes. So Andrew and I met up with Carrie in the Salutation pub in Nottingham. There'd be a blue plaque there on the wall.
Fantastic.
So that was the first time the three of us actually met up.
And I'd known Andy before. We'd worked on a project together some years ago, and I always thought it'd be nice to do something together again. So I approached Andy, he said yes, and here we are.
Fantastic. And obviously, choosing to do original music is a pretty brave thing to do anyway. What made you think what we really want to be doing is our own material here, rather than just, be the average pub covers band and get on with your day?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do my own tunes. I've always written my own stuff. I think that's what music is really all about. Even if it's not absolutely fabulously, wonderfully great, I think doing your own stuff is the best thing you can possibly do. Not averse to playing a few covers now and then, but primarily I always wanted to be in a band doing their own tunes.
Was that the same for all of you? Was this your...
I played in a David Bowie tribute for a few years, and I just wanted to sort of concentrate on original stuff rather than playing somebody else's music.
And the style of music, it's quite a varied style. You do some quite tender, light stuff, and you also do some pretty hard rocking stuff as well. Was that the sort of style of music that you had kind of conceptualised from the beginning, or did that evolve as you kind of got to know each other?
I think it evolved, didn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Over the last, would have been together just over a year now.
Yeah. And it's one of those things too where you kind of just do the music that speaks to you, and sometimes that music might not all sound the same, but it's important to honor that, and I think listen to that. So yeah, maybe our music kind of has a variety of sounds, but I prefer that than having music that kind of all sounds the same. It's kind of a treat, right?
Sure, yeah, and sort of buoyed by the fact you've got quite a lot of guitar textures going on, and then you've all obviously got quite a lot of technical ability in your own kind of niche within the band. Do you kind of have very similar musical tastes to each other, or are you bringing a lot of things into the melting pot?
Anything called classic rock is what I was brought up on, and I always wanted to be in Led Zeppelin. I don't know why Jimmy Page didn't ask me, but he didn't. So
I guess that's why we have such a varied set, in that our influences are so vast, so broad, resulting in what we've got now. So as you say, the softer, tender stuff, but some in addition to that, something a bit more rockier.
Driving in the Rain is a very catchy tune. Since I started working on the ads for this stream, well, it's been stuck in my head pretty much for the last fortnight.
Yeah, it does that.
We have some people that come to the show and they'll sing along to Andy's part in the audience because it's very catchy. It's very memorable.
I must admit, when I first heard it, I hadn't realised I was a second vocalist doing that.
Oh, right.
Be quite
I don't know what that says about your vocal style.
Okay, I'll shout a bit louder next time.
And okay, so like you say, you've got some recordings out. You've only been around in this format for a year, but you've got an awful lot of stuff on Spotify. So tell us a bit about the progress with the writing and the recording.
Well, we had Carrie, David, and I have typically historically written songs which we've brought in to the sort of band environment. So a lot of them were, a lot of the songs were already written. It was just a matter of brushing them up and getting them into a format that we were all sort of happy with and comfortable with.
So all or most of you are songwriters in your own right, are you? Is that right?
Yeah, we're still waiting for Andy. He's got some lyrics and he's refusing to give them
Up
to
my
us.
sleeve, yes.
We live in hope, but no, we've just, I think we were lucky that we'd had that. We've all tried to, or have written stuff in the past that we've been able to, and that helped us to get a set list together quite quickly. It meant that we could record. We only sort of formed in the summer of last year, and we were recording by October.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we were pretty quick in getting that done.
Are you doing the recordings yourself, or do you?
No, we go
a friendly
to
studio.
we go to a studio nearby. Yeah.
Always on satanic festivals.
Yeah.
The first recording was on Halloween. The second recording was on Walpurgisnacht. So we always record on satanic.
Does
festivals.
that give it the vibe?
I
do you
think
think?
so.
True.
I'd get you into the zone with it.
Yeah, of course.
And gigging wise, you were playing last Friday, if I remember rightly, and you've been gigging a fair amount. What's the gigging schedule like at the moment?
Carrie.
Yeah, we on Friday we were at the Sal, which was really interesting because that's where we all met for the very first time.
In Nottingham.
In Nottingham, yeah, the Salutation Inn, which on Friday we were playing in the attic, which is the name of their performance space, and today we're in the basement. So that's a nice little sort of wrap around.
Up to down.
Yeah, we've been gigging kind of pretty consistently throughout this past year, doing some summer festivals. But as far as 2025 goes, we've just got like a couple things booked. So if anyone out there is looking for a band to fill some slots,
we are massively
very eager for that.
Well, we're now bringing some of our basement friends, people who've played streams here, on and putting on some live gigs, sort of exclusively for people who've played with us. Now we've done enough streams here, so we'll see if we can get you on sooner rather than later. Come play with us. That'd be great. If you keep your calendar sufficiently free.
For you, anything.
God, so kind. Yeah, that's great. So, in terms of lyrics, do you do most of the lyrics yourself, or do people assist with the lyric writing?
No, we very much are collaborative in the approach to lyrics. So, like Andrew had said, we had brought some songs into it before we'd even formed, and then kind of independently we do our own kind of writing, but also we work collaboratively too on some of our songs. So it's kind of it's kind of nice because we practice every week, so we are creative, like creating and being creative together. So sometimes things just happen at practice, sometimes we work on things at home, but it's very much a teamwork effort.
And other than robots and gorillas, what is it that inspires you to put pen to paper with lyrics?
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Robots,
Just robots,
that's
gorillas,
it.
and
You don't need anything else.
And love.
robots, gorillas, and love. The three prongs of
Anything
literature.
and everything. Yeah, anything.
Because you see, it's quite. You have quite a varied. I mean, you do get used to people having one subject and just doing that. You do seem to have quite a varied selection of subject matter as for roller derby. You were saying. As well.
Yeah, roller derby. I like writing songs about like monsters and horror and basically just anything. Life is so big and so varied, and sometimes inspiration can strike anywhere.
It's called the internet. All you have to do is go on the internet. If you want a song about caravans, I'll visit 100 websites about caravans, take one or two words from each, and there you go. That's
there's an
Expert,
idea. There's an
With
idea.
scant regard to copyright, I just plunder the whole thing.
Mad Libs, yeah.
That's 100 websites. That's proper. That's proper doing your research. That is. And Andrew, about your bit about your guitar playing, because obviously you're adding a lot of the texture to the sound. You've got a nice selection of pedals. As a fellow guitar player, I always like admiring other people's pedal boards. How does that? Where do you get your inspiration in terms of coming up with these nice range of tones you get out of that instrument?
Just playing around in rehearsals mainly. We just do a lot of sort of work on the songs there, and it's a bit of trial and error on a lot of them. I've got a small pedal. The second song we played has more of an acoustic feel.
Right.
I've got a little pedal that tries to replicate an acoustic on an electric. So it's just really, it's the standard pedals that any guitarist has. And then.
Have you always been a Gibson man?
No, not really. But just in this band though, I find the sort of Gibsons with the humbucking pickups give a slightly fuller sound than perhaps
that's
single
true,
coils.
and I suppose a lot of the modulation type effects you're using as well
They work
is
better
providing
with-
a lot of or sort of giving a lot of space and texture
Yeah.
for a one guitar
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
It's always a bit of a challenge, isn't it,
It can be.
with the one guitar setup
Yeah.
to fill the space and
Yeah.
kind of add the additional interest.
right. Yeah.
It all kind of falls to you in the end, other than the vocalist, obviously.
Yeah.
Or the rhythm section away to themselves. Yeah. Cool. So I have to ask this because I get shouted at if I don't. But where does Ugly Mayfly come from?
That's one for Andrew.
Well, they're going to point the finger at me.
Yeah.
It was me. I'm
he was
afraid.
responsible.
Well, we sort of. I thought that we needed to get a name as quickly as possible, and as band names can be
Arduous to say the least.
arduous to
yeah.
say the
Can be
least. So
controversial.
we were quite lucky that we settled on it fairly quickly.
It probably hasn't already been taken either. I notice a lot of bands seem to pick a name, and it's like, finally, we've got a name. And
Yeah,
so
no,
six other
I
people.
was fairly happy that it hadn't been used before. So.
Does it express anything particularly?
Well, I like it because mayflies, on average, only live a day. And I think it's a nice reminder that, you got to live every moment to its fullest.
ephemeral,
and
very ephemeral.
Yeah, very. It's also really, memorable and catchy, I hope. And, it's just a really nice sort of, brand to recognize our music behind.
And after a year, you're like worth 365
It's
mayflies.
true, yeah.
Which I don't know if you really want to count your life in mayflies bands, but if you need to,
I
it's there.
think it also just tries to sort of, perhaps it contrasts the music that we try to play. little bit of sort of dynamic in the music as well. So I think the name slightly reflects that, but I don't think it was actually done with that in mind, really.
We did one gig where they had a bit of a typo in our name, and Mayfly was separated into 2 words, so it was Ugly Mayfly, which was like a verb, and it was I liked that. Yeah, may or may not fly.
Ugly Mayfly.
And what have you got planned for this recording, the writing, and such like? Actually, just before you answer that, where can people find you on the internet?
Right, you
What do
can
they
find
search?
us on Facebook and Instagram, and on either of those sites you can find our link tree as well that has our pictures and our live videos and our music that you can stream on Spotify, on Apple Music, Deezer, everywhere you
All
you
the
can find
endless
music.
number of-
Yeah, and really every like, every follow, everything helps so much. So
Follow Ugly Mayfly, and you will get all of the new exciting news as it comes along. So what is the exciting news going to be over the 2025? Now we're drawing 2024 to a close at last.
yeah, so we're doing a lot of writing because we want to do some recording early in 2025. We debuted a new song on Friday actually that hasn't been recorded, so that was exciting. So we're going to keep working on things and seeing where that goes. And then we got a few gigs in 2025, but hopefully more will come our way.
Fantastic. Well, we look forward to it. It's always lovely to talk to you. It's been great. Thank you so much for coming and joining us
Thank
you.
and
Thank
for filling in
Thank
at the semi-last minute.
You're welcome.
But we are here for the music, so
Yes.
how about you play us your second set?
Oh, go
Okay.
on then.
Go on then.
We started out, we played around, we never understood what life was all about. We lived our dreams all through our teens, not really knowing what was coming down the line. We never knew a fate until it was too late. I had that time, but we were driving in the rain around the summer days, but never changing lanes. I had that time, but we were driving in the rain. I had that time, but we were driving in the rain. Life carried on.
Hello, thank you so much. We're so excited to be back. Thanks for listening to our interview. They say that diamonds are a girl's best friend, especially when they're stolen. This is Hot Ice.
Whispers broke my cover, now I've nothing to lose. I'm gonna end up singing the blues. For your threat elimination, I'm so achingly cool. I never love, it's the cardinal rule. but with an infrared sight wired up to a space satellite. Bugging you under the table, Russian coat made out of sable. Riding in a roller, I'm the queen of the mic. I got a jetpack, watch for the sparks. Hot ice, sad ice, I said you were reeling. Hot ice, think twice, hard for double dealing. Time and ice are never very far from the news. When I'm in my black Jimmy Choos.
Thank you so much. So our next song is taking us back to the summertime, making me feel like this winter weather is not doing it for me. So come back with us and we're going to journey to the summertime. This is Hazy.
Drift across the breeze. Boats that sail on crystal water, high above the water's reach. Stay with me, no need to leave. Heavenly. Stay with me, no need to leave. Heavenly. Hazy along our days of summer, waves that drift along the beach. Lazy birds fly through the warm air, a place you never wanna leave. Stay with me, no need to leave. Heavenly. Stay with me, no need to leave. Touch the sky, let life go by. Free your soul, touch the sky, let life go by. Dancing to the night, dancing fires burning brightly. Sunset as day falls out of sight. Stay with me, no need to leave. Heavenly. Stay with me, no need to leave. Heavenly.
Thank you so much. Our next song for you is a song about unrequited love. It is called Heart of Static.
I'm feeling you're way too good for me. Whispers around me, laughter surrounds me, making it much too hard on me. My heart's full of static, my bones filled with panic. I know you could break me if you tried. My heart's filled with static, not a lot of practice. Your electricity burns me inside. Feel your energy running through my veins. I feel your power wrapping me in chains. Do I run or do I try to hide? The static in my heart is keeping me alive. I wanna break free, please hold over me. But your energy pulls me back. I need a ceasefire between my heart and desire. But your energy need back. I long for a day when I'm free from the pain that built the panic in my heart. I long for a time when breathe through the lies and make a brand new start. I feel your energy running through my veins. I feel your power wrapping me in chains. Do I run or do I try to hide? The static in my heart is keeping us alive. I feel myself drawn to your positive charge. Could it be these fears are just mine to discharge? Or maybe our emotions need a chance to breathe. So let us lift the covers and see what lies beneath. I feel your energy running through my veins. I feel your power wrapping me in chains. I won't run and I won't even try to hide. The static in my heart is keeping us tied.
Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you. We got two more songs for you right now. Thank you again for tuning in, and thank you so much for having us. We've had such a lovely time. Our next song for you is called Driving in the Rain.
We started out, we played around. We never understood what life was all about. We lived our dreams all through our teens, not really knowing what was coming down the line. We never knew our fate until it was too late. I had that time, but we were driving in the rain. We're in the summer days, but never changing lanes. I had that time, but we were driving in the rain.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, our last song for you. Thank you again so much for having us. We've had a great time, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. This last song is called It's Not a Race, But I'm Winning.
My soul is on fire, a yearning, burning that's out of control. Sometimes I feel like my battle's unending. I've got a need for speed that will always take hold. Days like that, I need to get away, and I don't care what they all say. It's not a race, but I'm winning. Running fast, running high, can't slow down. It's not a race, but I'm winning. It's a one-way street this time around. It's not a race, 'cause you always come first when you play by yourself. It burns inside when life is a letdown. Life is never ever what you want, but time alone gets me back on the right track. It's a healing feeling that hits the spot. Days like that, I need to get away, and I don't care what they all say. It's not a race, but I'm winning. Running fast, running hot, can't slow down. It's not a race, but I'm winning. It's a one-way street this time around. It's not a race, 'cause you always come first when you play by yourself. You might think that I'm a freak. I like to win, it ain't a sin. You might think I'm antisocial. I like to win, it ain't no thing. I just think that you should be good to yourself. It's not a race, but I'm winning. Running fast, running hot, can't slow down. It's not a race, but I'm winning. It's a one-way street this time around. It's not a race, 'cause you always come first when you play with yourself. You always come first when you play with yourself. You always come first when you play with yourself. You always come first when you play with yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We've been Ugly Mayfly. Have a lovely evening.
Thanks very much to Ugly Mayfly for stepping into the breach and putting on a fantastic show for us. You can hear more from them on Spotify, YouTube and all the usual places. Next month we will be hosting our usual Christmas stream with resident band Talking with Ghosts, who will be bringing their summer acoustic show to the basement for some winter cheer. We'll also be taking a look at the amazing music we've hosted during the year as we bid farewell to 2024. We look forward to seeing you all then, and just remember, though it's the end of the season and winter will come any day, we'll still be here once a month, bringing you the best original music live in the basement. Until next time, bye bye.